Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniX TCG. We are coming fresh off of New York Comic Con, and that means that we have so much to break down. This week is just going to be packed. In this video, want to start going over set 22 of Dragon Ball Super because they are releasing spoilers and I want to get on the ball before I fall drastically behind. Past that, soon we're going to have more news on Fusion World as well. I definitely got a short out just showing some of those cards, and we have more content to put out with One Piece, Battle Spirits. There's just so much to do. And I even have a figure review of the New York Comic Con exclusive Super Saiyan 3 Goku using the Dragon Fist on my other channel. So I'm going to put that link in the description. If you want to go over to that video, show it some love, like, comment, I would very much so appreciate it because I'm trying to build something else over there as well. So with that being said, we are so close to 5,000 subscribers, less than 100 away. So if you haven't already, this is the time to join the UniX fam. Go in the link tree, see all the links for different deals on cards, the TCG player link, my other channels, all that stuff. And without further ado, let's actually hop into the deck, the cards. We are talking about set 22, Zamasu and Goku Black. All right, so first and foremost, we have the leader. This is one of the coolest cards I've seen in a very, very long time in terms of the art. Goku Black looks like an absolute savage. But we've got Zamasu and Goku Black in green. Permanent, your multicolor Zamasu and Goku Black cards in all areas gain -1 combo cost and -5,000 combo power. When this card attacks, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 Zamasu or Goku Black card to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Awaken when your life is at 4 or less, or you have a Zamasu card with energy cost of 5 or more in play. Draw 2 cards and add cards from your life to your hand until you have 6 life. So pretty standard awakening. The 5 cost Zamasu, like normally we're starting to see that your leaders generally want you to awaken on turn 2. So just knowing that its cost or its alternative awakening is a 5 cost Zamasu just lets us know that this archetype is going to cheat stuff into play pretty quickly. I do like how you're going to be able to take your Goku Black and Zamasu cards -1 combo cost and -5k combo power. So this is actually very interesting because it specifically says multicolor, so it doesn't crap on your monocolored Zamasus or Goku Blacks. But this is going to be very, very interesting, allowing you to combo with all of these Goku Blacks and Zamasus that would normally be 1 cost, they're 10,000k. I also like the fact that it picks up a Zamasu or a Goku Black. This is going to open up the avenue to a lot of different cards being played. One of them being or being able to be searched. Like you can search the Zamasu super combo actually. This is actually just going to be really cool. This is going to be one of those decks that opens up so many avenues because you're already seeing it's a tricolor deck. It's a green card, and you know how many blue and yellow Zamasus exist, as well as greens in Goku Black. So it's gonna be interesting. Let's look at the backside. We got Zamasu and Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black Humanity's Destruction. Permanent, your multicolor Zamasu and Goku Black cards in all areas gain -1 combo cost and -5k power, so same. And then auto, discard 1 card from your hand. And then when this card attacks, you draw 2 cards. So that's a great filter. You're going to be able to speed through your deck quite a lot. And then you have the activate battle once per turn, 1. If there are 3 or more colors among cards in your combo area and it's your turn, play up to 1 Zamasu card with an energy cost of 5 from your hand. Right off the rip, the things that really strike me about this card is that you're gonna have to play, the deck's gonna need a way to replenish the hand very, very well, because this is, I'm looking at 4 different cards. You're gonna either be comboing from the Z energy or the grave along with your hand or something, because this deck is going to, this is a 4 card combo, 3 cards in your combo area, and then you can play a 4th card from your hand. That's a lot, and that's really, really intense on somebody's hand size. However, I had assumed that this would be comboing from the Z energy or the grave, because if you drew enough cards, if you just simply drew enough cards to use this effect and not bottom out your hand, there wouldn't be a reason to use this effect. You just draw all the good cards. So let's see. The next, we're gonna move over to the Z battle, and once again we got such good art on these. I love how dynamic they are. This hand beam sword. This energy sword is just, oh my gosh, it just looks so good. So here we got 3 cost with 1 Z energy, and this thing says unique indestructible. Permanent, if your leader is a Zamasu card and there are 3 or more color cards or colors amongst cards in your energy, reduce the energy cost of this card in your Z deck by 1 green. So you can make this a 2-drop with 1 Z energy. Much better. Auto, when this card is played, it gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. Okay. And then auto, when this card attacks or activates a blocker, use up to 1 multicolor Zamasu or Goku black card from your drop and combo with its skills negated for the turn. This is excellent because you can block and then go up to, I guess, 15k just as minimum. You can add it to your Z energy, but more importantly, you could swing, and it really is prelude to destruction because you can swing and combo from your grave, and that's 1 out of the 3 cards you need to proc your leader's effect. So I dig this. Next, we're going to go to the Z Extra. Once again, very good art. Project Zero Mortals Reaching Fruition. This is a 6 cost, 1 Z energy, and this is permanent. If your opponent is the original owner of 4 or more battle cards in play, reduce the energy cost of this card in your Z deck by 4 green. So this becomes a 2-drop, even more insane. Activate main if there are no battle cards other than Zamasu cards in play in all battle areas. You may remove this card from the game, and your Zamasu and Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black Humanity's Destruction, that's a mouthful, gains the following skill until the start of your turn. Auto, players without a god card in play discard all cards from their hands at the end of your opponent's turn. So what we are looking at here is if you wipe your opponent's board or remove all their stuff, they don't have anything, and then you put this guy on board, right? There are no battle cards other than Zamasu cards. Yeah, discard all cards at the end of your opponent's turn. So this is going to be a little weird because this requires it to go to your opponent's end of your opponent's turn, which makes it more balanced. Your opponent can just play 1 god card and then just bam, they get to keep their hand. But if you're holding like a counter in play or something, you will have access to blue cards. If you're holding like a counter in play, there is like a realm of possibility where your opponent has to play that 1 card and you're like, no, absolutely not. And you counter it. And then after countering it, you just proceed to discard their entire hand. This could be potentially really, really nice. We definitely have to see how the deck works out. And now we're gonna go over to the battle cards, right? First one, you got Zamasu, the Beginning of Despair. This is a 1 cost yellow card. Auto, when this card is played, look it up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 yellow god card with an energy cost of 5 or less to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Activate main, green 1. If your leader is a Zamasu or Goku black card and you place 1 of your Goku black cards from your battle area or drop under this card, play up to 1 green Zamasu card with an energy cost of 7 from your hand on top of this card. So this allows you to cheat out a 7-drop, and cheating out a 7-drop will actually allow you to awaken. So this is a turn 3 awakening if you can't cheat it out any other way, but you're going to be able to awaken turn 3 no matter what, as long as you have this Zamasu in hand. I very much so dig that. I also like picking up the yellow god because this allows cards like Champa the Trickster, if it ever needs to be played, to be searchable by your 1-drop. I dig this. Now let's move on to the next one. Gawasu, Thoughts of Zamasu, another 1-drop, but it's green this time. Auto, when this card is played, look at up to 5 cards on the top of your deck, add up to 1 green god card with an energy cost of 5 or less to your hand, shuffle your deck. So these search slightly different things, but they both have a good pool of being searched off of. And what we're looking at here is activate main, limit 1, 3. If your leader is a green Zamasu card and you KO this card, choose up to 1 of your Zamasu cards and switch to active mode, allowing you to be able to swing again, getting those great auto effects as long as it's not limit 1 on it. And we have a lot of play between these, but 2 top 5 searchers, pretty good. And of course the multicolor cards will be able to be picked up by either. Next, we have Gawasu, Former Teacher. This is just a super combo, just a generic super combo because they stick to wanting to be able to draft these even if the game doesn't really feel draftable. But there's the thing here. Next, we have Vanilla Zamasu. Decent overall looking card. Realistically, it's just a cool looking vanilla, so we can move on. Next, we got Goku Black Team Up with a God, and this is a 3-cost green, 0 combo cost. That's very interesting. Critical, when this card is placed in the drop from Z Energy or a battle area, remove this card from the drop from the game. So he has limited uses. You have to be careful about that. But what we've got here is activate battle, limit 1 green. If there are 3 or more colors amongst your combo area, play this card from your combo area. So if you play this card, but then you have like a Z, or you have a dual color Zamasu or something like that, or Goku Black, you can then cheat this out as long as that dual color is like yellow, blue, and I think that's really cool. Activate battle, limit 1. If your leader's green card with both Zamasu and Goku Black, and you have a Zamasu card in your combo area, use this card as a combo from your drop. This is actually what's heat. You can play the 1-drop yellow Zamasu on turn 1, and then turn 2 you can combo with that on a swing. Combo this guy. Like let's say you protect yourself with your Z energy, or you protect yourself comboing with this when your opponent gets to swing on their turn, and then you just use this from your drop. This is actually really heat. So you could use this one. We're starting to see how these work. 1 card at least that you're gonna have to probably max out on to have that drop zone like usefulness. Next, we have got Goku Black, Prelude to Destruction, 4 cost, blue, yellow, energy exhaust, limit 1 green auto. Interesting. When your leader, or if your leader is a Zamasu or Goku Black card, when this card in your hand is used as a combo, use up to 1 Zamasu or Goku Black card from your drop in a combo with its skills negated for the turn, and then play this card from your drop at the end of the battle. So once again, you've got a way to put a yellow blue in there, and then it's going to be a 0 combo cost because of the leader's effect, and then you're going to be able to combo with 1 more thing. So you're starting to see how these guys are able to work. And then auto, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of the deck. Doesn't ignore barrier, but still very good spot removal, putting it at the bottom of the deck. And then activate battle once per turn. You got blue, you've got blue, yellow, play up to 1 Zamasu card, then you cost a 5 in your hand. So this is going to be able to cheat out something on its own, but it's also going to be able to enable your leader effect. So you got a lot of text going on, but you can see how these cards are playing from the drop as well as your hand. I'm really digging this. Next, we're going to SS Rose Goku Black Sand Manipulation. It's also 4 costs, but this time it is going to be green yellow. Energy exhaust, critical. We like to see that critical. I mean, I guess I like to see that when I'm playing critical. I don't really like playing critical against me, but auto, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Very green. Okay. Activate main, limit 1 green. If your leader is a Zamasu card and you have a Zamasu card in play this card from your hand. Easy to cheat out. 1 cost, doesn't have a energy requirement, so I mean you could literally be on 2 energy and just like play out if you have a Zamasu 1-drop down, you can then just cheat this guy out. So this is just kind of insane. Activate main. You've got green, yellow, place 1 Zamasu card from your drop under this card. Play up to 1 green Zamasu card with energy cost of 7 from your hand on top of this card in active mode. So the cool part about this is, once again, this can be a turn 3 awakening. You can turn 1, play Zamasu. Turn 2, play this guy out for free, blow up something of your opponent, swing for critical. And if you can defend it, turn your next turn, turn 3, let's say you combo with that Zamasu and you put it in the grave instead of actually just like, or in the drop instead of putting it in your Z energy, you can then put this from put that Zamasu underneath this card and then play the Zamasu card with 7 from your hand and then flip over and awaken. So I really dig this. Art is kind of weird. He has like a chibi style head, if you know what I mean. He just looks really young, but it is what it is. So next we're gonna go over to Fuse Zamasu, the beginning of destruction. This is a blue, yellow, 5-drop Fuse Zamasu. Energy exhaust, indestructible. Permanent, if your leader card is a Zamasu or Goku Black card, negate this card's energy exhaust skill in all areas. So this is the second time we've gotten a blue-yellow Zamasu that has ignored energy exhaust. We have one from a couple sets back and we can lean on that as well. I'm sure that can fit right into the deck. Activate main once per turn, place up to 1 of your Goku Black cards at the bottom of your deck, draw 1 card, and at the end of the turn switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode. Okay. Activate battle. You've got blue yellow. If your leader is a Zamasu or Goku Black card and there's 1 or more Zamasu or Goku Black cards in your combo area, play this card from your hand. So this is actually really cool. This can be in your hand. It can be cheated out in multiple ways. We've seen that, but you can also play this for 2 energy if you have a if you have 1 or more. Okay, Zamasu and Goku Black cards in your combo area. We dig this. We dig this. This is just actually just like kind of like fusing, but without actually using the mechanic. So I'm digging that. Let's move on to the next one. We got Fuse Zamasu, Building a Utopia. This one is the 5-drop, but it is green yellow. Energy exhaust, indestructible, and it also has the permanent to ignore energy exhaust if your leader is a Zamasu or Goku Black card. So now we're starting to really see the wheel. We have 2 cards that ignore energy exhaust that are green or blue yellow, and now we have 1 that's green yellow. Auto limit 1, when this card attacks, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Bet. Activate battle, green 1, if your leader card is a green or yellow and you have a total of 2 or more green or yellow cards in your combo area, play this card from your hand and choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, the energy cost of 6 or less, and destroy it. We are cheating in more Zamasus, and it seems like 2 energy is the magic number. Most of these cards get cheated out for 2. So realistically, your turn 2, your turn 4, your turn 6, I mean, granted, those odd numbers are gonna be in there too, but your strongest turns will be the turns where you can actually go in and start using this. Now the crazy part is, since this leader will employ blue, Senzu Bean is likely a card that you can use because some of these cards are very, very defensive as well. You know, you bring in this card, you combo out of an opponent's attack, and then you know, Senzu Bean in that combo, and you play this guy, and this guy comes out and blows up something. There's just a lot you're doing here. However, I do see this deck having a hand advantage issue, but we'll get to that later. Moving on to the next card, you got Fuse Zamasu, Deviant Tenacity. I don't really like the name for that, it's kind of weird, but Energy Exhaust, Double Strike, Indestructible, EX Evolve, green, yellow, 1 Zamasu card, energy cost of 5, so there's actually 2 cards we just spoiled that can come into there, but there's probably more coming in later. Permanent, okay, it's got that Energy Exhaust negation, so that makes a full circle of cards. You've got 2 green yellow cards and 2 blue yellow Zamasu cards that all ignore Energy Exhaust. We love to see it. Permanent, if your leader is a Zamasu or Goku black card, negate this card's energy exhaust. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. I apologize. Auto, when this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 7 or less, ignoring barrier, negate the skills of those cards, and KO them. 7 or less is really good because the only thing it really misses are boss cards, but this is a great thing to just wipe your opponent's board and potentially get your opponent to discard their entire hand with the no mortals plan, 0 mortals plan. So this is a very, really strong card. Double Strike Indestructible is very strong, and its auto is just very powerful. Overall, this is a card worthy of having a boss card with it. And then we're gonna move over into Zamasu Final Tenacity, and this is Indestructible 9-drop. When this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards in unison and place them into their owner's drop. So this is the card that's trying to set up for the 0 mortals plan. And then auto, when your opponent plays a battle card, your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. Okay, activate main, 5 green, place 1 of your Zamasu cards, energy cost of 7 in your drop, play this card from your hand. So there's a couple, I mean, we just went over 1, but there's definitely more we can lean upon to use this effect. This is really good. Resetting the board, setting your opponent up for the 0 mortals plan. I'm just going to, like, you'd play out the 0 mortals plan, then try to set up with this guy. And as long as you have something to potentially counterplay, it's gonna be devastating. If you discard your opponent's card or hand size to 0, and then they draw, like, you know, for turn, and you've already given them a damage, and they play a card, they have to get rid of their next card. So it makes sequencing issues when this guy's on the board, especially since that auto is not limit 1. I really do think that this is a really, really fine card, and I cannot wait to see how this deck plays out, because as far as green goes, this is not really gimmick. I think you'll be able to play a whole lot of cool stuff, and I don't know why my camera is not focused on me. I don't know how long that's been there. I apologize, guys. But the point is, though, we're gonna go over and just talk about these things. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think this deck actually has a lot of potential, and the fact that it's comfortably playing 3 different colors, I think, is going to go a long way in how viable this deck is and how many outs it has. I think this is going to be really fun, and if this is the prelude to what this set's gonna look like, I can't wait to see the rest. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's see if we can get this video to a minimum 50 likes, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, later.